We've covered many 80s great movies, from the likes of Ghostbusters all the way to Die Hard and even Beetlejuice, but where does this movie hold up? Back to the Future, is it one of the greatest 80s movies of all time, or is it one of the worst? Let's find out in just a second, but before we get into Marty's adventures through time, do us a massive favour and absolutely smash that subscribe button. That would be much appreciated. So to answer the question, is Back to the Future one of the greatest 80s movies of all time? Yes, it fucking is. And anybody that says otherwise is fucking deluded, let's be honest. I think that this time travel movie is by far the best that we've ever seen. And even though many people might say, what about Endgame? Endgame probably stole half of what was in this movie. So to me, in terms of time travel movies, it is probably the very best and the perfect template if you're looking to make a time travel film. On the story, I thought it was fantastic just to see Marty go back to the 1955 accidentally in the DeLorean when Doc gets shot, and he tries to escape from the people that shot him because they shot Doc Brown because he stole plutonium from them, and the plutonium is used to power the time machine, so you can see why he might have got shot. And Marty takes the time machine and manages to go away from the people that shot at Doc Brown, but then he goes back in time to a year which he did not plan to go, and he cannot make a return journey, hence why he finds Doc Brown from the year 1955, in which has not met Marty McFly yet. Not only that, but he ends up accidentally pre-destroying the relationship between his parents, which met by Lorraine's dad, in which creates their relationship. However, Marty accidentally saves his dad from being ran over, and he takes a fall himself, and that then creates a rift within the like a little paradox, if you must, of them not being created then, because if them two don't get together, Marty doesn't get created and neither does the rest of the family. And I think that was such a great arc of him then having to try to re-put his parents back together, and that was great. And also the obstacle of Biff being an annoying prick, constantly just being around, and he's all the way through the 3 films that are in, and I think he just feels a bit like an obstacle, not really a villain. In this film, in the second and third films, he sort of becomes more of a villain type, or versions of Biff become a villain type. However, I think in this film, he just becomes like an obstacle from Marty doing what he needs to do to get back to 1985. However, I think that this whole story arc was just fantastic because he had so many problems to fix, and he didn't know if Marty was going to be able to do that before he disappeared into nothing. Because if he didn't manage to get his parents back together by a certain time period, or by a certain thing, he would not exist. So he had to fix that thing that he accidentally broke as quick as he possibly could, whilst also arranging the stuff with Doc to help him get back to 1985, because it's all good if he fixes stuff with his parents, but that won't immediately send him back to 1985. That's where the DeLorean comes in, and a way for him to get back to 1985 via the lightning that would strike the clock tower. On the ending, I thought that was also special and iconic at the same time, as we were able to see Marty being able to put his parents back together again and make it in time for him to go into the DeLorean and get back to 1985. However, before he left and before he arranged it, he made sure that Doc knew to put on a bulletproof vest so that he wouldn't be killed, and so that their adventures together would carry on. And that was just a special and fantastic ending, because all the things against Marty in 1955 he was able to brush aside like it was nothing, and be able to put everything right like he left it and go back to 1985. And that's where we see the amazing teaser for the second part, because we see that Doc is telling Marty that he's got to do something about his kids, and that he must come with him to the future to help fix a problem which will arise between his kid. Before we jump back into this video, guys, please do us a massive favour and smash that subscribe button, because you do not want to miss a thing this week, next week, and the week after, because we've got tons and tons of content planned for you guys, and you can do us a massive favour by smashing that subscribe button, joining the community, getting updates to all the latest videos, from the YouTube shorts to the actual videos. It is well worth it, completely free, and you will not regret it. So to summarise Back to the Future, for me this is easily a 9 out of 10 and a legendary film. Let me know your ratings down in the comments down below, and your thoughts on this movie down those comments down below. And if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I shall see you fine folks in the next one. Laters.